Can we finally understand that titles do not define our true nature, behavior, and actions? No. Adults aren't always right. No. Kids aren't always wrong. No. Adults aren't always wrong either. And nor are kids always right. These are just titles, and not the actual definition of our true nature. This was common sense, but I guess some people are literal idiots, gang. Pinky out.
It pisses me off when I'll try and ask a question, and the person responds with something like, "You're too young to know. You're too innocent. Oh my god." I know they mean it as a joke, but it's even more annoying when they don't end up telling me. I promise you, I am not too young or innocent. Just answer the question. The answer isn't gonna scar me for life, twin. Evie out.
Misgendering somebody on purpose is dumb. Like, there is no way you're telling me that you're that immature to misgender somebody. It's okay if you do it on accident, but on purpose? Absolutely not. It's like calling a man a woman on purpose to make him feel uncomfortable. Or calling a woman a man. Some people need to start realizing that misgendering someone on purpose is going to make them feel really uncomfortable around you. Apple signing off.
Sorry, what? This joke is extremely transphobic. If you don't understand, the light pink side ponytail girl named Mizuki is heavily implied to be trans femme. Saying, "Oh, guess who is a guy?" with a trans femme in the video is extremely disrespectful to transgender people, even if it is just a joke. Misaki out.
The way parents switch between "you're still a kid" and "you're too old" for this, depending on which one benefits them, needs to be studied. For example, imagine I'm watching My Little Pony. My mom will walk by and say,
"Aren't you too old to be watching magical ponies?"
By the way, no mom, you can never be too old to watch My Little Pony. But then, if I want to have a sleepover with my friends,
"Oh, but you're still a kid. What if they kidnap you?"
Mom, who the fuck would look in a bitch with Hatsune Miku keychains until merch and say, "I'ma take this one"? Anyways, Milo is a gay hoe. That means you can scroll now.
Time on how my dad thinks I'm much more innocent than I am. We were leaving the TADC movie and he said, "Wow, that was dark and light. Not for kids at all." I was pretty awkward and he kept talking and eventually said, "It's the same thing with Miku." "Which one?" "I'm sorry, but which one?" So he was like, "I'm not gonna bash you or anything, but," and then proceeded to give me more than 57 reasons why it was the worst movie he had ever seen. He called it psychological and dark. Wait till he finds out about Danganronpa. Wait till he finds out about the real Madoka Magica. Wait till he finds about Class of '09. Anyways, just a reminder to love what you love and you only live once. Have a wonderful day, my love. Butter up.
It's honestly annoying when people say, "Let kids be kids." And when kids actually act like kids, they call them brain rot. And when kids try to be mature so they don't get called brain rotted, they say, "Why don't kids act like kids anymore?" You literally think every Gen Alpha is brain rotted. The reason kids don't act like kids anymore, because people bully them for acting like kids. Vivi out.
Maybe hot take, but I don't see a problem with a girl Yumeshipping with a gay character. Or a boy Yumeshipping with a lesbian character. Like, yeah, the character is gay, but are we forgetting that Yumeshipping is a coping mechanism? The person is already in a bad mental state, so saying their Yumeship isn't canon is just doing more harm than good. Also, who's affected by this? Did the character just randomly gain consciousness and tell you they're uncomfortable? The only time a Yumeship isn't valid is when the creator has stated they don't want people Yumeshipping with that character.
I feel like we're missing the entire point here. The problem isn't that it's going to harm the feelings of the fictional character. The problem is it's harming queer representation and erasing it. It shows that the Yumeshipper does not care or is ignorant towards the sexuality of their fictional other, and it can also further push ignorance and erasure towards queer characters. I know it may sound stupid, it's just a fictional character to some, but that queer representation means a lot to actual people. So, no, we're not concerned about the character, we're concerned about the actual people's representation that can be affected. And if the Yumeshipper has a problem with their Yumeship being problematic and erasing representation, then that is their problem. And their mental health is no excuse for that.
Does anyone know what this means? IDK. Why the duck did you reply then? But genuinely, people replying like that is so unbearably pointless. Like, alrighty now, we both don't know.
What did that achieve?
Evie out.
Majority of the rant community is fake. What I mean is a lot of people will just say opinions without actually believing them. If one person makes a rant and it does well, the chances are 100 more people are going to copy that rant because they want those views. Obviously, I don't mean if you get inspired by a rant topic. I mean if you don't believe something and you just make a rant about it anyways just because you want views. It just feels very fake to me, because what do you mean you're making a whole video about an opinion you don't even share?
One of my ex-partners said he was jealous of a character being groomed. If you haven't watched/read the Chainsaw Man anime or manga, Denji is a character groomed throughout the series, and it is commonly excused by some fans because his groomers were good looking. It's disgusting that he would be jealous of a person being groomed and fantasizing about that. I ended up breaking up with him a few days after he told me that. Not just because he told me that, but also because he had been trying to romantically pursue other people while with me and somehow expected me not to find out. He also did other things. But I would need to make another part to explain everything he did. Stay away from bad partners, guys. Mandy out.
Okay, so I've seen a lot of controversy and people talking about this new Yumeshipping song. So if you don't know what that is, here is what they're talking about.
How the links work, so I block them and continue on with my day, and then I see it double.
I genuinely have no words. The instrumental is so random and off sync, and the lyrics are, I don't know. Please don't release it. It's gonna get so much hate. I just don't have words. Sugar Ghost ascended.
Why are people trying to cancel Animal Hospital because it rejects people that look different? There is like 1,000 other games that have the same concept. But imagine if you saw a person with 3 eyes come in your hospital and ask to visit someone. You'd kick them out? Yeah, that's what I thought. Don't be dumb, it's just a game. Sherbet signing off.
Hot take, it's hypocritical to hate on Roblox ranters as a slime ranter. First off, y'all are literally the same, except you use different backgrounds. What is your reason to hate on them in the first place? Be for real, a lot of slime ranters don't either. And some Roblox ranters actually rant. I feel like you shouldn't water Roblox ranters down to AI scripts, or not even ranters anymore, just because you only saw the ones that got popular for posting slop. Some of them actually work hard on their videos just to be dumbed down to a corny Roblox ranter. I'm not saying you can't have opinions, I'm saying you're not in the place to hate on them. Betty out!
I love ice and all the things it does. Now, before you start hating, hear me out. It's just so crunchy, and with this little seasoning, it's chef's kiss. You can also put salt or sugar, but I personally prefer to
First of all, you purposefully said ice instead of ice cubes to grab attention. You said it like it was a funny joke. It's not. It wasn't a funny joke. ICE isn't something to be making jokes about. Hold on.
I want to talk about this video I made about loving ice. Most people thought I meant the law enforcement ice, but I actually meant ice cubes. I didn't even think this was that big of a deal, and I would have to make another video about this situation.
My ass, you didn't. You did that on purpose.
But yes, I do support ice.
Have you ever noticed every single year people say, this year sucks? Then a few years later, they're like, 2023 was peak. Like, make up your mind. When it was actually 2023, everyone was complaining. Worst year ever. Then a few years later, it's suddenly, I miss 2023. Bro, we literally do this every single year. Watch, in a few years, people are going to be saying 2026 was peak.
I was born in the wrong generation. I should have been born in the 60s and dated Patrick Swayze.
Okay, you do you, but I was born in the perfectly right generation for me. I am a phone addict. I can barely go 7 hours without my phone during school. How do you think I would go my entire life without one until I'm 60? And yes, I know it will be different if I was in that situation because I wouldn't know what having a phone was like, but I genuinely don't understand why someone would want to be born back in the 60s because things were just so different. Maybe I just don't get it though, who knows?
Hot take. Owning a Stanley does not make you a preppy girl. Neither owning skincare makes you a Sephora kid nor spoiled. Queen card out.
Instead of outros or intros, we should do midtros.
Okay, now this sounds stupid as fuck. Who would even do
Talkies are seriously intense.
Talkies cannot be that good.
Is that Adam Sandler? I will genuinely never understand why so many people are convinced water has no flavor. Because I promise you it does. Do I know what it tastes like? No. But I do know it tastes like something. That's why I've never understood whenever people say they don't like water because it has no taste. Like, if you want to add flavor into your water, then do it. But it does have a flavor. Just like how every brand of water has its own flavor too. Twin, please agree with me now. Please and thank you.
No, it didn't. Have we lost the meaning of the word traumatized? Traumatized is when you experience a severe, lasting emotional shock from a deeply distressing or dangerous event. You're not traumatized because the slime was shaped like a female body part. Also, if you don't know what I'm talking about, here's the video. Do you scream when you look down or something? Anyway, bye my sunflowers.
Hot take. Jackie is overrated. She keeps using that stupid filter that makes her look high. And fucking milked Oliver Tree's death. She literally wore an outfit similar to Oliver Tree's and started doing flips with her skateboard while giggling because she's doing random tricks. In honor of Oliver Tree, how much do we want to bet she did not give a fuck about Oliver until he died? And she used his death for fame. Milo, hanging up the phone.
Okay, unpopular opinion, but you are allowed to hate a fictional character for literally no reason. I keep seeing people ask, but why do you hate them? Bro, I just do. Do I need a 47-slide PowerPoint presentation? Maybe their voice annoys me. Maybe their hair annoys me. Maybe they walked on screen one time and I immediately decided I don't like them. They're fictional. I don't need some deep emotional reason to dislike them. And then people will start defending their favorite character. Like you're personally attacking their family. You just don't understand their character, okay? Maybe I don't want to understand them. Sometimes I just don't like a character, and that's the end of the conversation. Obviously, if you're attacking actual people over a fictional character, that's different. But simply saying, I hate this character should not turn into a courtroom. Let people have their fictional opinions. Ivan out.
Parents should never hit their kids. Look, I don't care if you're punishing them. There are so many other ways to discipline your child. Hitting them isn't going to teach them a lesson. It traumatizes them and makes them hurt. Sometimes I seriously how some people even became parents. If you hit or abuse your child in any way, you don't deserve to be a parent. Evie out.
Why are we hating on people who are new to a fandom? Like you were new too. Plus this is especially going to the Forsaken fandom. I used to be in the Forsaken fandom, but now I know how much bad the fandom is. In my opinion, the devs are bad also. Ari out.
Who genuinely uses all the emojis? No, because some of them are actually pointless. Like, we could have had way more useful emojis, yet they make ones that probably nobody will ever use. For example, look at this one. It's literally so useless. Come on, we can create better emojis than that. Sam out.
Oh my gosh, you like them? You're such a LARPer. What? I am going to explode and float up to Mars, because what do you mean? Liking someone means you're a LARPer. Like, for example, I was looking through Pinterest, and I see an Illit post. Awesome! I love Illit! And then I click on it, and this is what I see. We are devolving, because your bias does not mean you're a LARPer. Like, sure, they're popular, but they are popular for a reason. It does not mean they are a LARPer. This hurts my brain. Make it make sense. Sugar Ghost ascended.
To be honest, if a mother was having a baby and let's say something goes wrong, and you'd have to pick the mom of the baby, who would you pick? I'd pick the mom. Like, I get it. The baby had a whole life ahead of it, but so does the mom. Well, Louie out.
There! If you say cheese for a picture, we need to talk. Like, what the actual fuck? Don't you get it? I'm vegan. I cannot say cheese. Cheese is off the table. Can we just say lettuce instead? Lettuce. Smile, okay? Why is this so hard for everyone? I'm just trying to take a cute pic without betraying my morals. Cass out. Lettuce.
What the actual heck do you mean, lettuce? Like, some people aren't vegan like you, and it's not like eating the cheese or only saying it. It's not the bad nor deep. Anyway, Sarwaki out.
I don't get why some Roblox ranters don't even rant anymore. Most of the time, they just talk about news and fake stories they made up. My school found my channel? No, they didn't. They always play that stupid Roblox Glide Tower obby too. And they constantly spam the wilting flower emoji with vine booms. Reminder, I'm only talking about some Roblox ranters, so don't attack me, please. King Kitty out.
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Not fair.
guys, what if slime rants have the same scripts as Roblox rants? Like, imagine the slime rants be looking like this.
If I were to reincarnate into your spiritual guide, here's what I would do. Number one, I would give you the wisest words that'll change your life. Number two, I'll offer...
Guys, my entire family tree found about my YouTube channel, and if I don't delete it, in 0.67 seconds I will get metaphysical awareness disorder.
Roblox is beyond pure booty cheeks. Like, these updates claim to protect little kids when it's legit the opposite. Like, I remember when me and Mark would hop on Roblox at 10 p.m. with our energy drinks, and we would both roleplay on Life in Paradise.
If you see another person that looks identical to you, run away and hide.
Wake up, everyone. Scientists are using artificial intelligence to fool the shepherds.
Hot take: everyone is an artist. Yes, I repeat. Everyone is an artist. If we come to think about it, everyone had drawn at least 1 or 2 drawings in their life. Or maybe, right now, you draw a circle. Well, guess what? You're the artist of that drawing. Also these? No, Madoka, those are stupid, effortless, Arctic animals killing, lame AI slop, made by machines who don't even know humans have 5 fingers in each hand.
Oh wow, that's beautiful, Katie.
Madoka, my name is not Katie. It's Homura Akemi.
Wow, what a beautiful name, Katie.
Madoka.
I genuinely hate those people that paint Elia in a bad light. First of all, just because she fell for Leela's tricks does not mean she's a bad friend. Her classmates also fell for it too. Another thing is her getting mad at Marinette for not telling her and Adrian about the secret identity of Hawkmoth. That was pretty reasonable and 100% valid. Would you want someone close to you to keep a deep and personal secret? Anyways, Midnight Rants out.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be talking about bullying, because I just never will understand why bully people for having a personality. Nobody is the same, so why care? And most people who get bullied are so nice and interesting, and some people get bullied for things they can't control. Like people can't control if they have ADHD, autism, or not normal interests. Anyways, buy my strawberries.
It sucks. Living with my whole family, Christians, because I believe in Aphrodite and Gaia, and my mom doesn't support that. So she said, I couldn't have an altar, and I don't have money to buy things, and I am too young to get a job. So sadly I can't make my altars.
Lukewarm take. Just because you haven't said a racial slur doesn't mean you aren't racist. I only made it a lukewarm take since I've seen many people defend themselves using this argument. Like, racism isn't always defined by what you say or how you verbally abuse them, even though some people only think it is. Like, you can physically be racist too, like not involving people due to their race. Also, targeting them, even just using aggressive body movements can count. And even though it should be common knowledge, people still use the defense of, oh, I didn't call you the N-word, so I'm not really racist. I didn't even comment on your skin though. Tiffany, you pointedly left me out just because I was black. Like, it's so stupid. Just because you didn't say a racial slur doesn't mean your actions can't be defined as racist. Anyways, Moontedo, back to the moon.
Hey everyone, Pinky here. I want you all to know that I love you, twin. Keep going. You're doing great. Your good days are coming. Even if life feels hard right now, keep going. I swear. Because if you end it right now, who knows it will get better. I created this channel to make everyone feel safe, loved, valid, and a comfort channel. I know how hard and shitty life is right now, but please, I actually beg of you, and I mean actually, I beg you, to please keep eating, keep showering, keep commenting in my rants. Stay with me. Keep watching funny videos. Keep sleeping. Keep living. Tomorrow is gonna be better. Twin, I love you. You are the best. I hope you will find comfort and validation here, because I want you to just know it. You loved, you matter. Keep going. I'm proud of you, twin. And I mean actually, I am proud of you, twin. Keep going. I love you guys. And yes, I actually mean it. Pinky out.
I'm sure you guys have heard the question, would you slap a baby for $1 million? Going around. And I'm here to toss in my thoughts about this question. So in short, yes. Yes, I would. My main reasoning behind this is that a slap isn't gonna kill a baby. Heck, the baby won't even remember the slap in about 2 days. Plus, we're talking about $1 million here. That's a life-changing amount. I also see a lot of people talking about, oh, I'll just gently tap the baby and get the money, when that isn't what the question is asking. We are talking about a slap, not just a little poke on the cheek. Now, I don't condone going around slapping random-ass babies. This is a purely hypothetical question. I also interpreted the question as, this baby isn't going to suffer lifelong effects from the slap, and I'm not facing legal action. Toodles.
People who rage bait, make disgusting jokes piss me the fuck off. Because why do I open TikTok to see a fucking video about someone jerking off to CP and Arbeiten kindergartners? Like, hello? What the actual fuck? There's no way in fucking hell you can tell me with a straight face that you let out even the slightest giggle at that shit. What happened to Reddit memes with that one Jazz in Paris song? And don't get me started on rage baiters. Like no Goon Legend 6741. I'm not sensitive for letting out the slightest reaction at you saying you're gonna shoot up my entire school and kill all my loved ones just because I stated my opinion. And no, telling someone to kill themselves or saying they deserve to get ortied just because they did something you didn't like does not make you tough or the bigger person. It makes you immature and a fucking loser.
Rage baited.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways, give me video ideas pretty pleasey. Eternal sugar out!
I think people's attention spans are fried. One thing I've been noticing is short rants get more views than long rants. And they could put the best tags and takes and still get less. For example, my video that blew up was 11 seconds. My recent was 23 and it flopped. And you can go on other rants and see the same pattern. Lily out.
Okay, genuine question. What is the problem with this so-called popular girl humor? Don't get me wrong, sometimes it's weird and sometimes it's cringe, but what's the real harm? I feel as if people throw popular girl humor around like a weapon, but it's really just somebody trying to be funny. And isn't that normal? As long as it's not harmful, I don't see the reason in harassing or insulting someone with their sense of humor. And this goes the same with that silly cars humor. I don't see the problem with it, but I feel we've gotten a little too comfortable making fun of basic things. Sugar Ghost ascended. The Ranter community is a bunch of sheep. Because remember when the popular topic was, you don't want a stalker, you want a secret admirer. And everyone started saying that until all of a sudden someone says, some people do want stalkers, not just secret admirers. Everyone started to say that now? Another example is the mom I'm such and such, and then when their child says, Mom, I support Trump, then the ranter said they would kick them out the house. And now, all of a sudden, one person says, I'll tell them that it's wrong to support him, not kick the child out. Now everyone says that? Everyone just likes to follow the leader. Peach out.
Why is LGBT considered vile while some straight parents make their babies wear clothes with inappropriate text on them? Like, let's put on our thinking caps. What do you think would be worse? Your child seeing two men kiss or have your child wear clothing with inappropriate texts? Oh, definitely seeing two men date YEAHH. If you don't know what I'm talking about, here's an example. Does this diaper make my butt look big? Well, Apple signing off.
Why does every generation think the next one is doomed? Every generation somehow becomes convinced the next one is ruining everything. They say kids today are too lazy, too sensitive, or too obsessed with whatever's new. Then those same kids grow up and start saying the exact same things about the generation after them. It's like every generation forgets they were once the ones being judged. So is the next generation actually getting worse? Or is this just a cycle that never ends?
I got SA'd when I was... Okay, good. And I hope it happens again.
Oh my god, what the hell did you just say? No was not just a hot take that was just straight up rude and disrespectful. People who say this aren't just looking for attention. It's a serious thing and you may not even know if somebody was SA'd, as it's a traumatic thing that's hard to talk about. This ranter obviously needs to go get a life because they clearly don't have one.
I feel like nobody talks about how annoying it is to watch anime on Crunchyroll. It's like, I'm 1 minute into the first episode, it's getting good, and suddenly I'm hit with 2-minute ads. And then, once I finally get through them, I watch another 5 minutes, and then get more ads. How many more ads do you need? This is why I stopped using Crunchyroll, because I can't get through a few minutes without being advertised on toilet paper. I don't care about any of those ads. Sugar Ghost out.
Some slime ranters seem to be getting way too confident about what type of information they share online. For example, I was scrolling and then saw a reaction to a slime rant where the person said,
I love it when my butthole itches.
Hey, so, there is something called a diary. In there, you can write about anything. And instead of sharing that info with thousands of strangers online, you can write that down in your diary. Cool, isn't it? Apple out.
Bro, genuinely, how are some of you people biting into ice cream? Like, I'll see someone eat an ice cream bar, and they just chomp into it like their teeth are made of steel. I don't understand it. The second that cold hits my teeth, I'm literally done. And people will be like, it doesn't even hurt. How? Maybe my teeth are just weak, but there is no way I'm voluntarily putting myself through that. And don't even say, you get used to it, because no, I don't want to get used to it. I'm perfectly happy letting my ice cream melt a little, so I can actually eat it like a normal person. The worst part is when someone bites into it, and you can literally hear the crunch. Bro, that sound alone makes my teeth hurt. Maybe I'm dramatic, but if I see you biting ice cream, I'm judging you a little. Ivan out.
So I want to talk about the I Sniff Sax drama. If you aren't aware of what they did, here are some things they did. I Sniff Sax is a confirmed pro-shipper and thinks it's okay to ship sibling ex-sibling. And on top of that, they also told their fans to report a creator because they were talking about some of their problematic videos. I have linked a video of the creator who was mass reported in the comments and in my community posts. It's about 14 minutes long and talks about the situation in full depth. Instead of spreading any hate comments, I suggest you watch the entire video before commenting. Thank you for understanding. Bye my kiwis. Kiki out.
Guys, this video is meant to take accountability for what I said in my last video, as it was wrong and it offended a lot of people. First, I'm so sorry for who I offended. That was not my intention at all. Okay, so first, my stats have been going down a lot, but that doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter. Anyways, back to the point. I did not mean what I said. You guys just don't understand. I worded it extremely wrong, and I was just wronged because that was not how I meant to say it. I deleted the video, so if you want to know what it was about, check the comments, because, I deleted it. I hope you guys can forgive me, and I'm going to take a long break.
A lot of people say,
When I go viral, please don't make me the mean one in the Ranter introduction.
well, I would love to be the mean one in those introductions. Just imagine. You may pass. Milo, you are very funny. You may pass. Natsuki OFC, you can pass. Who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out of here, famous ranters only.
Do some parents realize they're naming a future adult and not a freaking toddler? I saw some parent on TikTok name their kid future adult, by the way, 6'7". Are we being for real right now? Also, why are some parents naming their kids after objects? Like, I saw a kid named Chair. I'm sorry, but out of all the names you decided to choose a object, unfortunately, people will most likely bully them for those names. I'm not trying to be rude, but genuinely, please think twice before naming your child. This is Cute Muffins, signing off.
Some of you still don't believe me I'm a biological male, so let me tell you this.
Yes, I have female interests and wear feminine clothes. And there is only one explanation. Femboy. I'm a femboy. I look like a girl, but in reality I have a dingling. Shocking, right? I have the most girliest layout, but I'm a male behind the screen. But some of you don't believe me, because apparently just because I use a female character as my sprite and a female voice to match her, I'm automatically a girl, which I'm not. I think some of you start to forget that the sex male still exists.
Anyway, since we are already talking, let me explain my sexualities and gender identity a bit. I'm a boy, but I am agender, which means I don't identify as any gender, though I am still connected to masculinity. I'm an agender boy. Now to my sexualities. I am baromantic, asexual, polyamorous, and fictorose, which means I feel more romantic attraction to females, non-binaries, etc., but less attraction to boys. Asexual means I don't want sex. Polyamorous means I can have more than one romantic relationship. Fictorose means I'm both romantically and sexually attracted to fictional characters, though I have to say that
fictional men and women are equal to me when it comes to attraction. Well, that's it, Sephanara.
Warm take maybe, but I hate how hated humors are that are out of the ordinary. A good example is the silly cars humor, or dark humor in general. As long as they don't want to hurt anyone, it's completely fine having any type of humor. It's not something you can change after all. You can't change what you think is funny. So let's not hate them and call them disgusting when they are just minding their own business. When someone posts Sayori jokes and adds a trigger warning, I do not see any reason to call them disgusting. It can hurt them for something they can't even change. But that's just my opinion though. You can dislike any humor you want. I'm not saying you can't, before you misunderstand me. But you have to understand that it could be even a coping mechanism for some. As long as they don't joke on someone's vent post, or joke about it with someone who tells them they are uncomfortable with it, it's fine. And it's not your job to tell someone what they joke about is disgusting. It's your job to ignore them. Sephanara.
In my opinion, the Claude Beauty controversy is stupid. If some of you don't know what I'm talking about, basically there is that one influencer named Claude Beauty, and she basically just makes skits about comforting the viewer, religious trauma, etc. And recently she's been exposed for supporting a groomer named TX2. Sounds controversial, right? Well, the problem is that the evidence of him grooming someone were most likely fake. And I personally think so too. Even the victim who was apparently groomed said it was fake. On top of that, TX2 posted evidence that it was fake. For example, the verified mark looking off. And to make Claude Beauty even more controversial, they took a look at her videos and now they are apparently bad too. I agree, they do seem kind of pushing boundaries and stuff, but you guys have to understand that those videos are directed to the people who need and want help. It just kind of seems you guys are desperate to make someone look bad. Her goal is to help people with her videos. Obviously it's not helping everyone, but it does help some people. I do understand there is still a chance that TX2 is actually a groomer and the evidence was real, but there is a chance he isn't. You have to understand that the internet is a big place available for everyone. Everyone can lie, everyone can get canceled for not even doing anything wrong. Let's just please take a deeper dive into controversies before full-on hating on the ones being apparently controversial. Sephanara.
I want a stalker until he sends you organs. I want a stalker until he sends you death threats with creepy voice messages. I want a stalker until he's an old man. I want a stalker until he tries to grape you. I want a stalker until he ate handsome, attractive, young 18 years old, 5'6" guy. I want a stalker until he calls you every single day and sends you creepy, obsessive messages. I want a stalker until he makes you end up like Lacey. Missy, you don't want a stalker. Even if you do want a stalker after this, please seek professional help and go outside often. You're not lonely. There are people who actually love you. Pinky out. Just because someone has it worse doesn't mean your struggles don't count. Everyone struggles. Feelings are equal, and there is no such thing as worse in struggles. Saying that just makes the other person venting feels more sad and guilty, which is honestly a really rude thing to do, especially if you allowed them to vent. Alright, I get it. Not everyone comforts, but at least have some basic human empathy and listen, and maybe just say, I understand. I hope you get better. You are loved.
I think people forget what dark shipping is, and what counts as dark shipping. People often only associate it with shipping child X adults, or human X animal, or sibling X sibling. You see, dark shipping is about shipping fictional relationships involving toxic, abusive, taboo, or illegal dynamics. Meaning, if you ship something heavily toxic, you could count as a dark shipper. And people often mix up a pro shipper and a dark shipper for the same thing. Pro ship means the belief that all fictional character relationships are acceptable because fiction is not reality, and that fans should not face harassment or censorship for what they enjoy. Meaning, you just don't harass dark shippers. Hope this helped.
I hate emoji cats who abuse their haters. Now, don't get me wrong, not all of them are like that, but killing your haters? Yeah, I will be taking that as a death threat. Not everyone has to like your content, and that's completely fine. But making a whole video killing your haters is way too far. I think sometimes those emoji cats forget that their haters may not be haters. They may just simply dislike their content. I understand that many people in the emoji cat community are children, but that behavior is still very problematic and should not be normalized. Anyways, that's all my rubies. Crystal out.
I tell every married bot video and said except a male. I swear every time it's married blushing with the first person characteristic something inappropriate and it's genuinely annoying. I swear.
Okay, this might be a hot take, but I don't like it when people put a service dog patch on their ESSA. This is coming from an ESSA handler, but honestly, it's actually disrespectful. I don't mean to be rude, but an ESSA cannot task and is a plushie, not a service dog. If you have a service dog patch on your ESSA, I'm not going to go out of my way to comment on it, but personally, I don't think people should be wearing it. Training is one thing, and only a role play, but saying it's a service dog crosses the line. Anyway, bye!
Do people not understand that the ranters who say shit like,
if you sleep you're racist, sexist, homophobic, and support rant,
are rage bait? I thought it'd be obvious. Yet here we are, making entire videos on these people. Thinking someone legitimately thinks that a normal human behavior makes you problematic is almost as ridiculous as the take itself. It's not like this is a new occurrence for the rant community. The same shit happened with the person who said,
I love it when my butthole itches.
We can't tell what's AI. We can't tell what's satire. Soon we won't be able to tell if this is the real life or if it's just fantasy.
No offense, but just wrap it up. If you have to say no offense, just accept what you're saying probably is offensive. Yes, Jessica, I'm still gonna be offended when you call me ugly, even though you said no offense. If someone says this, it also shows they know what they're saying is hurtful and just don't care. If you want to say something mean to somebody, just accept you're gonna sound mean no matter how you phrase it. Rena has left the chat. I hate AI, until it comes to meme songs. Like the, if you don't got a neato, you're a weirdo. I swear people only switch up when something is funny or popular. The same people who apparently hate AI so hard listens to AI songs and calls it funny. Peach out. I'm gonna be honest, Quelle's apology was ass. She wasn't even addressing anything, just victimizing herself for 3 pages straight. Why didn't she address Joji? Why didn't she address her knowing about Rox's art before she fired him? Why didn't she address the mistreatment of her staff? Why didn't she address underpaying the staff? Plus, there was a high chance that apology was AI generated. Anyways, Apple out?
I hate the stereotype that every masculine girl is lesbian and every feminine boy is gay. No, Bethany. Someone's style doesn't dictate their sexual orientation. Sure, a lot of femboys are gay, but that doesn't mean every single one is. And even if they were, it simply doesn't affect you. Moral of the story, twin. Dress however you want. It doesn't decide who you are as a person. Rena has left the chat.